Well, the roof is closed, but as you can probably tell, the mouths of these Cowboy fans could not be more wide open. It is a frenzied AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Today, it's a Week 14 matchup that should be a good one between the Carolina Panthers and the Dallas Cowboys. Of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. This will be fielded inside the 5. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
At their own 20-yard line.
Play action. Prescott. And his first look is incomplete.
This is going to be the matchup to watch out on the perimeter, and it won't be the last time these two go at it. Both of them believe they are the superior. In this case, the win goes to the defense.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Open receiver, that's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. The Cowboys at 3-9 now on the year. And they come in the midst of a pretty bad stretch here. Losers of 5 straight.
And far be it from me to go ahead and go gloom and doom, right? If they fall down 7-0, 14-0, all of a sudden the cycle starts all over again. So the best way out of this for them, they need something to happen positive early in this game. That's a great way to help break this losing skid.
Sliding out of the pocket. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. And he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line. They may have thrown the interception, obviously less than ideal, but I think they also sent a message that they're going to push the ball downfield in this one.
Yeah, not afraid to take their shots right away, huh? What was that, like a 9-9-9 route? 9 meaning go? Just went ahead and went for it. Didn't work out so well because it certainly appeared the defense was prepared. But I'm with you. Okay, so it didn't work this time. Doesn't mean we won't try it again later.
Ready.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Throw left side. McCaffrey's got it. So they'll get nothing out of that play, and it's second down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
Back to throw again. Now the ball comes loose. It's picked up by the Cowboys.
Tell me I didn't just see these first 2 possessions. I mean, is this one of those cases of anything you can do, I can do better? Maybe not better, huh? Worse? Yeah, just a little bit. Very sloppy start. I think maybe a case of the nerves for both teams.
And now we're back to an even playing field. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Remember last time out they threw the interception on their first drive. Good news, their defense backed them up, so it's still 0-0 here as they begin their second possession.
Yeah, and one great way to judge a defense, how do they handle what we call sudden change? When all of a sudden, you know, it goes against their offense and they have to run out in the field and try and put out the fire. Give this one great kudos for getting out there and not letting that interception lead to points. Excellent job by them defensively.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Again, it's Elliott. Shifts past him at the 45. And they get him down right near the midfield stripe. Well, this defense for the Panthers, they were very good a week ago in that win over Minnesota.
They sure did, and the key number to me was total offense allowed, which was barely over 100 yards. That's a heck of a sign that this defense is really putting all the pieces together and doing it cohesively.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. And he's got Hurst as tight end. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. Zero hesitation that time. That was get ball, throw ball.
Yeah, turn into a smoke route. If you see the coverage off the receiver, doesn't matter whether you call it a run or not. Just take the ball, get it out to him.
First down carry by Elliott. And not a lot of daylight. Not really any daylight inside as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense. Linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. The slot man in motion right. Prescott now on 2nd down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Brandon Smith picks it off. And the Panthers are going to take over here up near the 40.
Well, it doesn't take a whole lot of investigation to figure out why they're still sitting at 0 on the scoreboard, because their quarterback's got to wake up and start reading defense a heck of a lot better after throwing his second interception.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they, if you just look at this game, Charles, on paper, they've got the edge, no doubt. They're hanging around the top of the NFC. On the other side, you got a squad that's towards the bottom of the NFC. But when we mentioned that to the coaches, they were having no part of it.
Yeah, and I like how you said when we mentioned it. In fact, I mentioned it, and I upset them a little bit, didn't I? Because they wanted no part of that one, and I was reminded, like a 5-year-old, this is the NFL. Any given Sunday, anything can happen. They are guarding against the upset.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey. And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Second and 4. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete.
As defensive coordinators around the league tell me all the time, that throw is not for every quarterback, because you've really got to drive the ball downfield. It's going to be a tight window for him to fit that one into. In this case, unsuccessfully.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Now back to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Marshall. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long? Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Flushed out right. And he'll be forced out of bounds shy of the line of scrimmage, so that'll be credited as a sack. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Matt Gay now gets ready for the field goal try. On the right hash, it's a 43-yard attempt. And Gay knocks this one through. And the Panthers stake claim to a 3-0 lead. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit, like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Here's Prescott. He's got his man. It's Gallup. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. That one covers 29 yards. First down. Here's Prescott. That's complete out left to Ayuk. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
8 yards on the pickup. 36-yard line.
On second down, Elliott. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
31-yard line.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And room there to work it inside the 25. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. A give to Elliott running left. Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be 3rd and about a foot or 2. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
Play number 7 coming on this drive. It's 3rd and inches. On the sneak, it's Prescott. Only a few inches needed on the sneak. He didn't get it, and now it's 4th down.
Well, that play seemed well scouted defensively. They collapsed everything inside. Nowhere to go on the quarterback sneak. Now it's going to bring up 4th down.
They throw it out right complete. Touchdown! Hayden Hurst, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Cowboys' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it 7-3.
Next to score, Cowboys 7, Panthers 3.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Well, here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Their own 23-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And that's complete to Marshall on the crossing route. And they'll be stopped at the 28 on a play that started at the 14. They pick up 14.
And the Panthers first down.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And that's complete to McCaffrey. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And it'll be caught in the end zone for the Carolina touchdown by DJ Moore. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Panthers have retaken the lead. And I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead is now 10-7.
Matt Gay set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. For this offense, Charles, remember the last time they were out here, marched it nearly the full length of the football field, and a lot of the attack. And Prescott, his 3rd interception. Picked off by J.C. Horn. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown. But Charles, you can just see the frustration on the sideline. Safe to say that's not how they expected this series to go. The ball only went one way, and it was backward into their own end zone, courtesy of the pick 6.
And, Brandon, how often do we hear offenses tell us before a game they want to end every series with a kick, right? A punt, a PAT, or a field goal. In case of a defense, they want to end with a punt or a takeaway. And we saw the takeaway right there, and it turned out to be a takeaway that turned into 6 points.
And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
They start on the ground with Elliott. That's to about the 28. Second down coming up.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that field like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. Slot man moves right. On 3rd down, it's Prescott. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
Pulled in at the 24. Good blocking there. Nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. As the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. It sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments to prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Got his man, Robbie Anderson. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. They'll look to throw now on first down. And he'll air this one deep for Anderson. Touchdown, Panthers. Robbie Anderson, as the first half is winding down. And the Panthers will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17.
Matt Gay set to kick off.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
The former LSU Tiger Dante Jackson on the stop. So we come upon halftime intermission here with the visiting Panthers taking the lead to the locker room. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. The Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. Second half action underway. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
And they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Eluding the pressure right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. They'll set up to throw. That pass complete to Moore. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. 7 yards there. Good enough to move the sticks.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. Sam Williams bringing him down that time.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll drop to throw. He'll get this to McCaffrey out of the backfield. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 34-yard line. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
First down, Carolina.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
And their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They're going to look to throw. This is intercepted. Takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. Boy, a big play right there. I mean, a touchdown on this drive could have really put some separation on the scoreboard. Instead, it's the defense who scores. And, partner, we got a game again.
And we do have one because of what you just described. The defense has understood what was going on in this game and did something about it. They knew their offense needed some help. They just provided it. They're back in this one.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone. And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
A quick throw there, going to be batted away and incomplete.
That was nice work there defensively to force the incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And that one into the hands of Ayuk downfield. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 23 yards the pickup there.
That's good for our Cowboys. First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. On play action, Prescott. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Brandon Smith with a nice rush to get him down.
There's a reason it's our linebackers are often captains of a defense. They call the signals. They have the opportunity to affect the game in coverage, against the run, and, of course, on blitzes. Living in the best of both worlds here. Already has an interception. Now he gets to record a sack, too.
So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Another try after the first down sack. Prescott to the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. 22 yards there, a first down. Now Prescott. Got a man, that's Ayuk. Touchdown, Cowboys! Brandon Ayuk from 10 yards out. And the Cowboys have cut it back within a score. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And that cuts the lead to 3, 24-21. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. A loss of 4 that time on the sack, and it brings up 2nd.
Well, he was really focused downfield, but there was really no viable options. The coverage was too good.
And the defense really quickened the tempo of that play with their pass rush because there was nowhere for him to go with the football. The only place he ended up, down on the ground.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Give him 18. It's a Carolina first down. Back to throw now on first down. And he's going to lose yardage here. As they will switch ends as time is run out. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Now back to throw. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. And it's picked up by the Cowboys. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
Well, partner, here's where team football gets tested a little bit because I know the defensive guys were over there chilling on the sidelines, and all of a sudden, they heard the sudden change call because that fumble puts them right back on the field, and they've got to go out and finish the game now themselves.
Absolutely. Nursing that slim lead here in the 4th, a costly turnover. 10th carry now for Elliott, and he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments.
Prescott. Ball delivered complete on the crossing route. Gallup. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and we watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Looking to throw. Prescott. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Brandon Smith picks it off.
He's at the 40. Past the 20. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown.
Well, what a game this has turned out to be for him. Remember, CD, he had the turnover earlier, and now the pick six, that's the cherry on top.
You're absolutely right about that, partner. When you force a turnover on defense, you're the guy most excited about getting back out there and trying to force another one. How about him picking off that pass, setting his sights on the end zone? You know he wasn't going to be denied getting there either.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
We'll see if they can band back together after the pick six. It hurt badly, but still within striking distance. A two-score game with a good chunk of time on the clock.
First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards. Play action now, Prescott. Rolling to his right.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
Now a nice throw here, right side. He hauls it in. Touchdown, Cowboys! So that's a really big play here in the fourth quarter. And don't look now, they're right back in this game.
Did it feel to you, as it did to me, that maybe they were a little bit soft in what they were lining up with on defense? Almost like they were protecting the lead rather than trying to make a play.
And now that lead is down to just one score. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away.
And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Now, Charles, of course, you got to remember, last possession they fumbled. It led to a touchdown. One-score game here. Got to be careful.
And this is where coaching and training really comes into play, doesn't it? What does everyone say after an error? Next play, move on, next drive. That mantra has to come to the front. They've got to take care of business right here and act like the last series just didn't happen.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again.
Targeting Moore, and he's got him on the crossing pattern.
And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. A gain there of 21 yards.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the fourth quarter.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. He finds his man, complete. It's Johnston. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on first and second downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. He's going to be sacked. Back at the 23-yard line. DeMarcus Lawrence. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
I don't know what else can be said about this pass rush. They have been sensational. CD, that is now 6 sacks for them.
And how many times do we talk to offensive coordinators and they say a sack is a result of everyone on offense not doing their job?
And the pressure gets to him again.
Multiple rushers break through to drop him for the 7th time this game.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. This one no doubt important for Matt Gay. This to swell the lead to 6. Gay's kick is good, and that will add 3 more to their lead. It pushes it up to 6. So they get to 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
Partner, you got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. To throw, Prescott. That's caught by Wilson.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And they'll send the slot in motion left.
Now Prescott.
And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. And the slot man goes in motion left.
Prescott
steps away to his left. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Here's Prescott. Open man Lamb. It's complete.
And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 43. A good-looking drive for the Cowboys so far. It's a first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Now Dak.
ball hit as he throws there, incomplete. The way he's throwing the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like happened there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions. And that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
It's been a pretty long drive. This will be play number 9, and they need 10 yards out of it on third.
Here's Dak. And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker. Jeremy Chinn picks it off.
I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ballgame, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game.
Well, they've certainly been successful throwing it around in this game. That's allowed them to move the ball on offense. But I got to tell you, to watch them run the football and successfully, I'm not taking sides.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down.
The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss.
This has to count as a great team effort today, but this man, he's been at the center of all of it. Really special day for any defense to have this many sacks in a game, even more so for this player. One of the best individual efforts of the season.
So this one is over. A victory for Carolina. And you've got to say, CD, it was the defense who had a big part in the W.
Well, without question, when you force 4 turnovers, you get to enjoy the spoils of victory, don't you?